Hello, everyone, and welcome to It Just Got Put in the Chat, and I already forgot. Rally race number 13. This is going to be the second race of the night. 18 lapper Reach RX. Pause it. So let's go through the layout. We're starting here. It's not quite the finish line, but that's where we're starting. Get fucked. So we're starting there. Rip into this first turn. Tight shack in action. Going over to the beach. Slight shack in action. Progressing through the beach. More shack in action. More shack in action. Even more. That's not really a shackin', but a hard right-hander. Back into the terrain. Another right-hander. Rolling down this hill. A little left. Another little left. And back to a slight right. Another shack in action. And then there's the line. That's the lap. And then here is the Joker. It's a slow Joker. Not too slow, but definitely will make an effect on the lap. You just rip straight, hit a left, have a little roller, rejoin. So nothing too crazy there. But important note for this one, because we kind of track dependent for these Joker rules. We are allowing the first lap Jokers because it's like basically the end of the lap on this one. But obviously, with the placement of the Joker, last lap Joker doesn't really work, so got to get them in. No last lap Joker excitement. It'll have to come on the lap before for this one, of course. You have to finish them before because of that placement. So obviously that not going to work on this one, but the first lap Joker is totally fine. Okay, so let's go through the lineup as they're figuring it out still too. Left to right, it's going to be Blake, then Soul, Camby, and then is iPod, is he blue in this one? I'm still figuring you out, man. Biggie Bagda, Hunter, Slaunch, Roman, Detail, and Luke. Reach, hello? Figure it out, man. So that's the starting order. 18 laps again. 2 Jokers again. Can take them in the beginning. Cannot take them on the last lap. That would be cheese. Now we're just waiting on the time start. When is it? I don't know. I'm going to keep you in suspense. Apparently it was right there. Soul. Sleeping on the gun on that one. We're green. Obviously very, very tight through that first shackin' at the start. But relatively decent. Oh. Luke going down. Hunter going down. Into this next one. Obviously going to get really tight here. And not too bad. Not too bad. I kind of expected worse in the first lap. Oh, Armada with some inside contact. That's going to really shake things up. Look at this. 5 drivers super close with each other. This is probably not going to work. Oh, my God. That would absolutely be a caution on an oval. But not here. Oh, my God. It's still going down. Any Joker action because of the huge clump of drivers. Yes, Detail and Hunter will go for it. Okay, there you go. Still a tight 3-wide battle. It's Roman, Slaunch, and Luke, and then iPod and Armada in front of them. Armada slow run on the exit. iPod looks like he's going to take that spot. Another 3-wide. Oh, Slaunch gets shoved out. Makes that contact with the column. Oh, Luke trying to send it through the chicane there. Not a hole there. Roman now making a move on Armada. A lot of action at the start of this race. Oh, Roman. A little too hot. Armada does get the position after the conkening, but Roman coming in a little too hot right there. Oh, Armada now too. A lot of mistakes, a lot of action in these early laps. Hunter going to be done with his Jokers early on. Slaunch going to take a first one there. Detail trying to take Armada around the outside. He's going to do it. He's got a nice line hooked up on that shack and gains so much time right there. Roman. Next one up. Let's see what the lead is right now. It's Blake. Blake leading from the front. Then Camby, iPod, Luke, Soul, Roman, Detail, Armada Slaunch Hunter. And as far as I could tell, it's just Hunter taking those first 2 jokers, Detail taking 1, Slaunch taking 1. Follow those throughout the race. Well, here you go. Blake, Camby, they're going in for some jokers here. It's going to allow some movement. Oh, this is going to be close here, too. iPod going to take the lead off that. And Luke going to take second as well, potentially. They'll fight into the chicane. Will take the position there. Close moment in the race, and maybe close here too. Detail and Slaunch. Oh, very tight. Detail eventually taking the position. Two different packs developing right now. A lot of early race cheese tends to happen, especially on these races without the heat races. The first race of the night was the night with the pre-heats to determine the starting order. This one is the invert of that, so obviously shakes things up quite a bit. That's Blake taking another joker, Soul taking a joker as well. Any here? Armada will take one. Let's launch with a run down the front stretch on Hunter. He's going to carry it the whole way. Take the spot at the end. Yeah, things really spreading out, but also just a lot of like individual battles kind of developing here. So it's iPod and Luke for the lead right now. Roman in third, Camby, Blake, Soul, Detail, with lots of Joker action left at play as well. So we'll have to see how that plays out. Oh, getting very close to the lead. iPod and Luke might have a battle there soon. Or promptly, actually. Might be happening right now. Soul going to go for one there. Take a look as they're back. Yup. iPod and Luke close for the lead. iPod doing really well in this recent stretch of reach races and off to a very, very good start on this one as well. I'll have to see if he can keep it up throughout the race. But yeah, off to a great start. It's definitely been his strong suit on the season so far. Little wide right there, but still maintaining a good gap. Let's see, do they continue the battle? Is there some Joker strategy at play? There is. iPod going to go in. Luke going to stay out. Inherit the lead. iPod will go back to second. Roman will take one as well. Camby going to take one as well. A lot of Jokers in this lap. Yeah, a lot of Joker action coming in. Close battle right there. That's Detail and Blake. I thought there was some action maybe in the chicane, but not quite. Some rip through here. Just very fast, tight sequence of turns. Very technical portion of this track. Keep an eye on that Joker action up front as well. Not seeing any at the moment. Ooh, close here. Camby and Slaunch. And Slaunch says screw it, goes for it. Another Joker down for Slaunch. Rejoined behind Hunter there. Big gaps have developed with the strategy at play. Detail, meanwhile, very close behind Roman. So maybe a big pass to make here. Gaining up on him quite a bit in the entry. Oh, and now in the exit. Oh, Roman cheeses right in front of him. And it's just enough where he's not going to be able to make the pass. It's going to allow Blake to get a bit closer again. And another Joker. There it is. Second Joker out of iPod. We see it right there. A big run for Detail in the final corner, but again, not able to do it with Roman there. Does he try to set something up here? Is he able to? He's even trying to work the high side. Okay, interesting. Keeps some good momentum. He's forcing it. Not going to be able to complete it. That would have been pretty neat if it was able to be done, but not able to fully complete the move there. Is there another opportunity on this entry? Roman was a bit slower here last time, but he is going to have the right of way. He is in front. Oh, actually pretty clean from Roman that time.
Lap complete.
Not too far. They kind of have iPod. Oh, iPod with a big mistake. That's going to cost quite a bit of time. Roman goes for a Joker. And now Detail and iPod very close for second place on track. Ripping through the beach. Maybe an opportunity here. No, not quite, but Detail with some good speed. He might have... Oh, wow, really hooking it up for the exit. Looking to the inside. Trying something, not going to have it there. But no free pass on iPod. iPod is done with his Jokers, so that's not going to be happening. Detail has to make this pass happen on track. Like calling it on the side there, I suppose. Must have cheesed somewhere. Oh my god, what? Okay, hold on. What just happened there? I gotta see that. Hold on, something went down. Okay, here we go. Slaunch and Hunter side-by-side battle. Oh! Okay, I see now. So Soul must have wrecked already in a completely separate incident. Yeah, so Soul got the sandbag. So that was right in front of them. That had nothing to do with them. And then Slaunch trying to make this happen. Lets off. Hunter hits the full send to get in front of Slaunch, but he makes contact with the sandbag as well. Rex in front of him. Soul is recovering. Slaunch is gonna be able to eventually get around Hunter. And that's what went down there. So a lot of calamity there. Not what they were hoping for. Not what any of those drivers were hoping for there. Meanwhile, there it is. There it is. iPod gets that rough exit. Detail hooks it up. Makes the pass. Goes into second. A very big pass. Because, again, it had to be made on track. iPod done with his Jokers. Meanwhile, Luke with the big gap. But I think both Jokers left to be taken. So we'll have to see if, how on this race still is. It looks like a big gap now, but with 2 Jokers left, that'll close pretty quickly. And Detail on a come up through the pack. A lot quicker this time around, trying not to waste any time. Obviously, compared to the last race we just saw, too much time to get to second. Got to it a lot quicker this race. See if we can make it count. Like finding a nice viewing platform. Love that. Okay, I'm thinking... I got the spidey senses. I'm thinking it's coming this lap. Hold on. There it is. First Joker coming in. We'll see how much the gap closes. And a decent amount. It still looks like it's going to be a bit, but that definitely helped.
Lap complete.
We'll really have to see is on the next one what it looks like. But either way, Luke and Detail both in very good positions at the moment. And iPod's still in a pretty good spot, too. iPod's still in a very good spot. Look where iPod is. Again, it's a slow Joker. And look at where iPod is compared to 4th place. Camby over there. And 5th Roman. I don't even know if either of them have any Jokers remaining. But yeah, so they don't have any... Even if they did, it's not a shortcut Joker. So iPod's got a lot of room to work with. This could be a 3rd reach podium in a row for iPod, and now getting it on an RX and not a terrain oval. That would be a pretty big statement. Like I said, in a very, very good position to do it right now. You know, maybe it'd be more interesting if it was a shortcut Joker, but it's not. It's not on this track, so barring any like major mistakes, say it looks pretty good. There it is, and it is closer. It is closer. It's fairly tight. 1, 2, 3 all have a decent gap with each other, and then again, Camby and Roman are really close for 4th and 5th, but they're really far behind the top 3 pack. God, the Reach Goose Theater. It sounds so much better than H4's, man. I hate when the sound cuts out of that game, man. It pisses me off. Ruins the immersion, alright? I hate it. Can't be trying to hold on to this spot over Roman. Doing a good job so far. Any lead Spice? Not quite yet, but Detail's working on it. Getting away from iPod. Maybe closing in. It's getting close. Ooh, Armada's pretty far behind. Does he play a lap traffic roll, potentially? How many laps we got left? Maybe. 4 laps to go. He's still got a pretty decent gap. He'd probably have to make some mistakes, but it is a possibility to keep an eye out on. Roman, I think good speed on Camby, but not able to make that pass. This would be a huge finish for Camby too. Again, Camby's actually been pretty competitive this season. Camby having a really good season so far. Picking up a win too a few weeks ago. Oh, and making a mistake there, but staying in front of Roman. So we'll have to see how it goes. But yeah, Camby, more of a wild card contender, but recently, but this season, maybe looking to get into that grand final on points. And same with iPod. So those are 2 drivers that I'm very interested in following because, you know, iPod hasn't been here. Camby hasn't been able to make it into the grand final. Oh, big speed for Detail. So it's going to be interesting to watch them throughout the season because right now they're in a really good position for it. Can they keep it up as the season goes on? Especially we're nearing the halfway point, so we'll have to wait and see. Oh, that's big wide. Detail going to make up a lot of time. Going to go to the inside. Maybe a move for the lead, but is he going to be able to complete the pass here? Very, very close. Luke gets a really nice run off, so maybe not yet. Oh, but Detail hooks this last one up really well. He makes it happen. Smooth goes into the lead with 2 to go. iPod's still fairly close. Till with that line, hooks it up, and that first chicane gets a bit of distance there. He's definitely got the advantage now. Trying to take another win, and this would be an interesting one again. The first 2 RX races were actually won by Slaunch and Camby. Oh, I think iPod and Luke making mistakes right there. So they're both going to lose time. That's going to help out Detail even more going into the white flag. Yeah, iPod definitely... I think iPod flipped. He lost a bit. He lost quite a bit more. Roman, meanwhile, we'll have to take a look after the race. Let's see what happened there. It looks like he got by Camby. But here we go, going to the white flag one more time around for Detail. Trying to take yet another win. Off the top of my head, I think 5th on the season. And would be 1st on RX. Again, Slaunch winning that first one. Camby winning the next one. Detail trying to put his name in the hat for the RX victories here this season. He's had a very, very strong run on this track. Definitely earned it with some of the moves on this one. He's just got to hold on for the rest of this lap. Gap's still close enough if a mistake is made, but it's going to take that for sure. And it's too much. It will not happen. There he goes. Going to take it. 5th win of the season. Detail takes it. Luke's 2nd. iPod hits it. Gets another podium for iPod as well. And does Roman hold on against Camby? And, oh, here comes Camby. Oh, I like it. Camby tried. But Roman will hold that spot. 4th, 5th. Then Soul 6th. Launch 7th. Hunter going to be taking 8th, which means it'll be Armada 9th, of course, last driver on track, and Blake pulled off, so Blake would be 10th. So let's pull up the overall. I closed that dock. It's the only one I closed. What am I doing, man? What am I doing? There he is. Armada does it. Okay, so overall, Luke and Detail both going to take 32 points home on the night. And then third is going to be Roman with 27. Roman breaking a bit of a streak here. It was a different third driver in the top 3 overall. Each week leading up into this one, well, Roman becomes the first driver outside of Luke and Detail to repeat that top 3 overall. So with another 3rd place. So Roman, congrats to Roman on that one. That's obviously huge. iPod, very, very close again with 24 points. Not quite there. First race wasn't good enough, but very, very close again. But shout out again, 3 podium streak on Reach. So good stuff from him there. Slaunch 5th with 23. Solid overall night. Good comeback race in the first one. Camby 6th with 21. Hunter 21, 6th, 7th as well. And then Soul and Armada tied it up 8th and 9th, both with 19. And a rough night out of Blake, rounding out the field with 14 on this one. Looking for those wild card points. Gonna try to forget this one and regain from there. All right, so there you have it. That's gonna be the night. Another week in the books. Luke and Detail both picking up 2 more moto wins on the season. Roman picking up another top 3 overall. We'll have to see how that affects the points. Again, another really solid night out of iPod. Another like probably good enough night out of Camby for both of them to stay in that top 6 in points that they're trying to do. So again, it'll be fun to watch. It'll be fun to watch. Soul, it's gonna be fun to watch Soul in a different position too. Soul's been kind of like locked in that position earlier this season, whereas Soul is kind of like the odd man out, like looking in, trying to fight his way, claw his way in there. So that'll be interesting. A little role reversal there. You know, see how he handles it, see how Camby handles it. Very different positions for them. All right, GG's. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Congrats to Detail again on the win, closing out this RX. Roman on another top 3 overall. And next week we're gonna have Karen's Raceway cooked up H4 Terrain Oval. I hope it's good. We'll see how it goes. And Copperhead Canyon Nationals. That's a H2A, another H2A MX. This time from Slaunch, an oldie but a goodie. I think that one's pretty solid. So that'll be fun. So a bit of a throwback for one of the races next week. And it'll mark the halfway point ish of the season as well. So yeah. Moving quickly into November too, which is kind of crazy. All right, GG's. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and yeah, we'll see you there next week. Fall.